we need to study the pattern or the trends of election. In the history of Nigeria, let's say in the southwest, a governor that I know that won an election outside of the major political party is Governor Olusegun Memiko. He pulled out. He pulled out from, I think it was in PDP. He pulled out and, he won election in Labour Party. That is very, very rare. So we need to study the pattern, respectfully speaking, we need to study the pattern of election because we can't be wasting time. Because after 4 years again, now some people will come and say it is a scam because the youths have not been realistic with what they are doing. I'm not saying somebody cannot come out and win an election. I'm not trying to discredit you, sir. Please, I hope you understand. But we are trying to talk about reality, what is on ground. Everybody knows in Nigeria today. Fortunately or unfortunately, we have two major political parties. And check the patterns. These are the parties that has been factors in winning an election. So if youths actually want it, it will now go back to what our mother, the advice she gave us. We need to come together. Everybody cannot be governor. Everybody cannot be president. Everybody cannot be senator. As a matter of fact, okay, somebody asked me, they said, why did I not contest for Senate? Why did I not contest for governor? I need to face the reality on ground now. It's not as if I don't want to become governor, just like that. But I need to start from where I am with what I have and begin to build gradually. How many people know Zire can do? Just even in my constituency, outside of saying, where do they know me? But gradually, with my input in the House of the Assembly, they will see what I'm doing. They will see the bills. They will see my contribution at the floor of the House. And gradually, God willing, we can begin to grow. You understand? So we need to be very, and this is to the youths, we need to be realistic with ourselves. If you know, take the data of the last election, about 300,000 plus. Now, this year, this election in the next, about 10 days now, will be more than that because there's more awareness. So out of, let's assume 500,000 people will vote in Osun State, just an assumption. In the 500,000 votes, how many votes will you be able to get that will give you an election? Let's forget the jamboree that people will be shouting, hey, is it that can do it? Because the youth needs to be realistic. We need to be very, very realistic if you actually want to win election. And we need to come together. If we don't do that, year in, year out, every 4 years, the same youths that will think or we want them to support us, they will be saying it is a scam. Add 4 years to your age, sir. Just add 4 years to it. Before, when I got into politics, I was 33. And I was sworn into the House of Assembly at 35. Now I'm 38. Next year, I will be 39. Before you know it, I will cross into the 40s. Time is going. Time is on our side. Everybody will not be governor. In fact, sometimes I wish I could see somebody that I will support, that is not necessarily me, that will be in the House of Assembly, provided you have the vision and you have the capacity to run with that vision. I will support you with everything I have. Politics is not something that we so much love, especially because of the way our people do it. Very sentimental, it's full of deceit, it's filled with lies. Immorality up and down. That's not the kind of life I want to live. But it's a sacrifice on my part. So if I see someone that can do that, I will support the person wholeheartedly. You go, we will support you. Because everybody will not be an House of Assembly member. Everybody will not be in the Senate. Everybody will not be governor. Everybody will not be president. We need to be realistic. So let's come together and face the reality. July 16 will come and go. You'll be shocked. Two major political parties will top, first and second. That's the realistic. Let's face the reality. Without, respectfully speaking to my brother, I so much love him. This is courageous and this is very bold of you. I've heard about you, so much about you. Very courageous and very bold. But this is reality. Now, words only does not win election. When I started out, when I was 33, I was former SUG president in Futa. But this is not student unionism. This is political politics, local one. Words will not only win an election. I was just talking, just like, I'm sorry, respectfully speaking. I was just talking, I said, if I continue like this, I'm not going to get this ticket too. This ticket, I won't get it. So I need to study the pattern and look for a moral way of disrupting the system from within. Not the moral way. It's not everybody that has, done all this immorality that they talk about. I can stand bold today. It has only cost me my money, my personal money. I've paid for it. I've paid my dues. Because the Lord has blessed me anyway. So you need to study the pattern. Let's be realistic. I just want the ticket. It cost me some money. That's the truth. July 16 will come and go. We can bet, sir. We can bet. You know what will happen. By the time they are announcing election, It's two major political parties. So until we come, where is Fela Drotoye, sir? Someone I respect someone. Where is he today? Where is Kingsley Bogalu? Showore is still up, but how many votes will my brother get in Nigeria 2019 election? 2023 election. Do we really want to solve the Nigerian problem? Are we just playing? Or are we just using all this political office to gather money from NGOs outside Nigeria? Do we really want to solve Nigeria? People are dying every day, shouting up NEPA. Some people are in the farm today, they are not even going to school. Small children, out of school children are increasing every day. Poverty is on the increase every day. And we are playing saying we want to win. When you know, by July 16 or 17, the announcement will be 2. I'm not saying, I also have a vision to become, I also want to become president of Nigeria. Can I not be on the ballot? I can also be on the ballot and go and say I'm contesting to be president of Nigeria. But am I facing the reality? Do we really want to solve the problem of our nation? Things are happening in this nation. I'm in the House of Assembly. I know what is happening. I know what is happening. Half of what is happening in the political class, people don't know about it. People, let the youth wake up. Or else 4 years again, we'll keep on saying the same story. Same story. Let's face the reality on ground. It is either you disrupt the system from outside or you go into the system and disrupt it from within. If you are disrupting the system from outside, you must have enough capacity to take away the system from the people that is in their hands presently and now be the major force. We are talking about France. That guy did not just win an election in France. Did you know what he did to win an election? He disrupted the system from outside. But he had the capacity. He built from within and he won the election. In the history of Nigeria, have we had that? It's not as if we cannot have it. But it's not a joking thing. It's not something you just wake up. It's serious work, hard work. This political class we are talking about, they will not stand up on the seats for you. They will never stand up. Beg them from today till tomorrow. They will never stand up. It is always a Milokan. That is the truth. That is the truth. We need to make them to stand. Do you think the office I am occupying today, some people does not want it? Some people want it also now. But I worked and God gave me grace and He blessed it. So we need to be realistic. This is not about you, sir. I'm just talking generally. We need to be realistic. Now, some of us need to pay sacrifice. Some of us need to do what? Pay sacrifice. There's a governorship aspirant in PDP today. Before he was in another party. Before he now crossed to PDP now. He contested for Senate in another party. Okay, look at my brother in Lagos. What's the name of that musician? Banky W. Does he not have capacity? Does he not have money? Party was a major factor that affected him. Now he's in a major political party, and things are changing. And I believe in him. By the time he gets into the Senate, will he not be able to make a change? No matter what, he will be one of the voices of the youth. So let's just, the key word here is let's be realistic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Irekandu. Dr. Bayanle, your closing remarks.
Are you sure you want me to talk? Thank you so much, Honorable Kando. I, of course, had your name a couple of times. I'm happy to put a face to the name. It's quite a time today. You see, one of the bane of our issues in Nigeria today is that reality. That reality. That falsehood in reality is a pain. And I wish after July 16, people understand that, you see, your reality is different from my reality. The way you see things is extremely different from the way I see things, even if we stand at the same location. What I intend and how I interpret life is different from the way you interpret life. And until we start respecting it across age group, either you are old, you are young, you are a woman, you're a man, you respect people's reality. You see, it's going to be difficult. I feel that it is part of laziness today when we say that there are two mainstream political parties, and what is happening at the political party, we cannot solve it. We keep complaining, but joining the bandwagon. Why didn't I join the political parties, the main political parties? I told myself, if I cannot improve the process, should not add to the problem. Politics is like an apprenticeship. You learn. You see what they are doing, you do the same thing. No matter how we have SAN, we have professors, we have so many good people in these big political parties. But think about it. What comes out of them? Because politics is an apprenticeship. You see what they do. Your leaders share rice, you will share rice. No matter how English you say. And once I get the way back, I cannot, with my eyes open, because of my daily bread, or because of what I think I can get from this system, join a party or join a system that I know is garbage in, garbage out. So that is my own reality. And when you can say, face reality, sir, I have people who are 35 that they are looking to retire. They're like, I can't do 5 to what's it called? I've made my billions in dollars. I just want to go on vacation. Sir, that is their reality. The reality is never constant. And until we have the courage to face a different reality. Sometimes I say some things. They say, this is not America. You see, America is working, Abi, but we cannot do what they are doing. We don't want to sacrifice to do what they are doing. I am scared today. A lot of people who power this bad system are youths. A lot of them are youth. And we will grow up together. And I hope they can, with their full chest, come out and say, I was there. I am the one. Look at the people powering our governorship candidates today. Are they not youth? How many people branded vehicles, did billboards for the governorship candidates? Why can't we, like he said, come together? Why can't we come together? If we all pack all the youth in that different political parties today and we all come together and say, you be the governorship candidate, we'll flog this man out. But we are scared. I do not expect so much from a lot of youth these days. I have friends who leave regular work and join these big parties because when they go for convention, they give them 1,000, 2,000. And I'm sure when they get to office, they will do the same thing to other people coming behind. There's an emergency. And until we disabuse ourselves, that you see, these political parties are our savior. You see, you cannot repeat the same thing over and over and expect different results. It's the definition of insanity. And a whole lot of people powering, like I repeat, most of this political class that we say are gods are youths that are scared of paving their way, of creating a new path, of channeling a new path and say, yes, I did it. I have seen youth do so well. In the fintech industries, the people powering it are 22, 21. A whole lot of the president of Chile is 35. If I do not win, I have inspired someone to take the what's it called and go ahead. And with my resources, I'm going to support. If we do not support ourselves on the right course, and because of laziness or because of uncertainty, we cannot channel our own paths. And we're like, oh yeah, let's join them. They are too mainstream. You cannot come out holy. So what we have to do, people are telling me in this system, we are happy with social government. We are not happy with social government, but they are behind them. How many face caps, how many billboards, how many radio jingles are done by this political class? Are they not the supporters that are doing it? And you're telling me there are two main parties. In your Kolowa and Noro, but lack of our unity, the lack of unity that we have, we are not united. That is the period. We look, the recent election, what's it called? Was it primaries or something for House of Assembly? One youth was angry. He started destroying the billboard that he made. This is a youth candidate. If you bring your billboard to us, you bring your branded car to us, are we not one? I want to say this. Whatever comes out of this is a shame on is the result of what the youth have done. They will say the youth in Osun State came out. The youth did not support them. It's not me. It's about us. But like I said again, why I joined, you see, why I joined politics is because I know that the system we have, our problem is systematic, like Oga has said. But a lot of youths are running that system right now, and their outcome is never good. In fact, they will be worse. With the powers of tech and whatever that we have in my generation today, they will be horrible. You cannot be House of Assembly member and distinguish yourself. You need 2/3 of anything. You can't be in Senate and be like, oh, I'm going to be, nobody, 4 years is going to pass. Maybe you're going to help your constituency, but you need 2/3 to move any motion, to do anything. But our major problem is that a lot of youth are timid. And I mean, I don't blame them. You talk about Macron. He had a part and blazed the trail and is a mentor today. At times, 1 a.m., I stay in some traffic light. I see one person standing by the traffic light. There's no car coming from left, coming from right, but he has the value system that even if there is no police looking at me, I'm going to sit. There are people that will vote for AAC, and with so much respect for them, even they know that they will not win. They are like, I like the candidate. This is the person I want to work with. I will go for the person. It's their conviction and it's their reality. Because you have not seen another does not mean it does not exist. Do not rub your own reality on other people. I work with thoracic surgeons who are old, and their reality is extremely different. These are learned people, but they are open-minded enough to draw up youths. I will make a quick joke. There's one local government here. The leader is going for House of Assembly. The mentee or something wants to go for. The leader wants to go for House of Rep. The mentee wants to go for House of Assembly. Unfortunately, they are from the same community, and they said that we can't give both of you tickets. Somebody must step down. Is it the mentor or the mentee? And I said, see, that is your leader, Abi. A leader that his progress is dependent on your own progress. It's that leadership. When I have people that will say, by and large, if I fail, you have failed. They are happy to put in their venom into a young person to grow. That you are next. Me, I have tapped out. You are next, and that is my own reality. People that will show you the world and say, that is what you should go for. People who they do not care. And that is how I have trained. And you see that I am courageous. In fact, I feel it is an insult. And why? Because we have not made a lot of youth courageous. You think it's a strange attribute. I grew up here. I know what happens. An older person is coming like this. You have to take the other turn or something. We do not come embrace them and say, you see, when a white man say, call me by first name, it's not because he wants you to disrespect that person. But he wants to bring you up so that you can comfortably have conversation on that level. So my reality is different. And if you see me function in that reality, failure is never an issue. And failure depends on how you interpret it, by the way. When you interpret your failure, it's different. If somebody has been inspired and say, because that idiot, 35-year-old, see what he's doing with his life, I have to change my way, that is a win for me. If it's one person, I don't care how many billions I spend. If my life has inspired one person, then that is a win for me. So don't look at me and spread your own reality on me. And because you have not seen, does not mean it does not exist. It depends on where you're looking at it from. And if we all come together, the world is our starting point.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you so
Barani.
much.
So that